Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Jordan from PictureMonk.com, and welcome to another PictureMonk MiMiC video. These are really getting kind of popular. I didn't think they would be as popular as they are, so it's kind of cool to see that. So for this MiMiC video, basically what I'm going to show you is how to take or how to edit in this particular style, and I'll show the photo right here. And it's it's kind of a black and white photo or monochrome photo, but it has a little bit of a different kind of color cast to it, and it's also kind of more high contrast than normal. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to kind of mimic this style. And again, with all the MiMiC videos, I always give away a free preset. So when I get done with this edit, I'm going to make a preset and give it to you guys for free. All you got to do is click in the link in the description down below. That'll take you to PictureMonk.com, and you can download the free Lightroom preset there. So let's go and get started in this video. First thing we need to do, obviously, is take the color out of the video. So we're just going to go ahead and change it to black and white. Very low contrast image. I try to pick something similar to what we're working off of, so like a park bench sort of thing. So something similar to that. So for trying to get the color and the contrast going, split toning is the way to go to get sort of that brownish color that you kind of saw in the original image. And so for split toning, you kind of got to play around with the colors here. You got to kind of pick the right color. And so for the highlights, I know I want them to be sort of a purplish. I mean, not when you have contrasting colors, they kind of blend in to make a different kind of image. So let me just bump this up, because you can see there's already starting to get a sort of a brown tint. It's more purple right now, but it'll be changed when we bring in the shadows. Thinking right there maybe. And then now we'll bring in the brownish tones. So you see how that changed real quick to the brownish tones there. All right, and I'm going to leave the balance at 0 to see how far I need to sway this back and forth. So let's go back to the basics and just start doing some basic editing. It was a very high contrast image, so I'm just going to go and bump the contrast all the way up as well. Take the highlights all the way down, because I do have a little bit of blown out area in my particular image, and that one didn't have a whole lot of white points. So speaking of that, I'm going to actually bump up the whites, take them down. I don't know. Let's just leave them down for right now. Shadows, not too much there going on there. And blacks, definitely need to decrease the blacks. There we go. Starting to come in. Yep. All right. So there we go. Clarity, I'm going to bump that up just a little bit. I know it was a little more sharpness in the highlights there, so I'm going to bring that up. Let's try there. And even though this is a black and white image, let's change the color temp just to see how that'll do. Let's keep it around there. And tone curve. I do want to mess around with a little bit of the tone curve, but I don't know what I want to do, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a couple points. I'm just going to make one there and there and try to bring back some of the detail in the highlights and the shadows here. So I'm going to see how that's affecting it. See how it's more darker. I'm bringing in more of the darks or the blacks. Let's bring down the whites a little bit. So something like that. Yeah, something like that. I'm liking that one. Let's go back to the split toning. Let me see what happens if I kind of sway this a little bit. Because there's bringing in more of the purple tone. See, that's a little more brown. I like that one. I like that look a lot right there. So I think for the color portion, that's actually kind of nailed it a little bit. But there's a couple things we need to do here. I'm going to go ahead and do some sharpening. Just not too much. Not going to worry about masking. Now I'm going to go to, let's see. No, I don't want to mess with that. Well, let's do a vignette. It was sort of darker around the edges there. So maybe, I mean, even 100 doesn't look that bad. Doing all the way, doing a really heavy vignette. Bring the midpoint down. Let's do that one. Let's try that. I think that's pretty much it. One thing I want to do is in the other image you see the bench is really sharp, and then they have an unbelievable bokeh going on back here. So in this particular image, the bench back here is really soft, really sharp here, which kind of achieves what I want to do, but I want to accentuate that just a little bit. So I'm gonna go up here and go to the radial filter, and I'm gonna draw out a nice big circle. Let's go ahead and reset all of the values. I'm going to move that over to highlight the bench. And I do need to invert it so everything will happen out here. So I'm going to take the clarity all the way down, take the sharpness all the way down. So that way my background is completely blurred out, but the bench is super sharp. So when you download the preset, this radial filter will be included in that preset. So depending on where your subject is, you can go ahead and click on here and click this little node here, and then kind of move it around to go over the subject that you want. So leave that there. And I think that's pretty much it. The only thing I might want to do is take up the clarity a little bit. I think I'm going to leave it right there. I think that's pretty good. It matches pretty much as close as you can get to the original image. So again, guys, head over to PictureMonk.com to download this free preset and use it on any of the images that you want to. I hope you enjoyed this MiMiC video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.